Welcome to the stream. I've got a surprise. It's Kid Icarus Uprising. I couldn't resist. I've been thinking about this game since Smash Ultimate came out, and even a little bit after that, and so here we are. This is maybe one of my favorite 3DS games. I think it's going to be really enjoyable for the, for the viewers, as well as for me. I'm willing to destroy my hand to play this game for you. I am willing to turn my hand into a claw so that I can play Kid Icarus. This is actually my 3DS. This is Detective Pikachu. Fuck. Captain Toad. Chicken Wiggle. Anyway, yeah, so... Kid Icarus Uprising. I figured, let's fucking do it. I had to uncrust my 3DS to make this work. There is a chance that the 3DS will lose power. Dreamcast. It's a very, very small chance. Because it's plugged in, it should be good. But yeah, if you haven't seen this game in action, I think it's great. It's been 7 years since a new Kid Icarus game. There she is. There's my Smash main. Yeah, this is great. After this, we'll play some Resident Evil. Look, there's Magnus. Big, strong, muscle butt hero man. Oh boy. Alright, let's get started. This is actually my 3DS. This is not, first of all, I'd like to let you know that emulation for this game is not really happening at the moment. It crashes at level 4, so that's what I've heard over and over and over again. I've done some investigative research, and so I just uncrusted my 3DS and I said, fuck it, I'll stream it from the 3DS. I wish I didn't have to use the 3DS ever again, though, to be honest. But yeah, here we go. This will be the second time I play through this whole game. Third, rather, as you can see. Vinesauce. And, we're gonna do a new file. Don't include any personal information in your name. Okay, in that case... My code name is Nigel. This time, I'm just Vinny. That's it. I'm just Vinny. I think it wants my 3 wacky digits, though. That I'm a little bit... Oh, Mr. Iwata's over there. I just watched a video about Mr. Iwata, and I got sad again. So, Mr. Sakurai, the lead designer of Smash Brothers, made this game, so you'll see some similarities if you've never seen it before, like the vault. It's got a decent multiplayer mode too, but I'm here for the story. I also have a number of different scene...
Before you head out, Pit, let me explain the basics.
Setups.
That would be great!
This game has 3 basic controls. Move with the circle pad. Shoot with the L button. And aim with the touchscreen.
Yep, that's how you get a claw.
Move with the circle pad, aim my attacks with the touchscreen, and fire with the L button. Got it.
Moving slowly in circles is a good way to avoid enemy fire. Moving even a little makes you harder to hit. Hold down the L button for continuous fire.
Yes, I don't have to press it over and over.
If you don't shoot for a while, your reticle will change shape. When that happens, you can press the L button for a charged shot.
Whoa! That really mows down the enemies. Good to know.
Well, there you go, chat. Now you have the tutorial and you know how to play the game. I streamed this
Sorry to
game.
keep you waiting.
Kept you waiting,
It's
huh?
been too long, Lady Palutena.
We can chat later, Pit, but now it's time to fight. The Underworld army's invading.
Whoa. You weren't kidding.
So yeah, I did stream this game about 5 years ago or more,
Use the
and that footage has been lost to time.
You can target enemies with the stylus.
And I felt like it was due. I kept thinking to myself, what do I want to play? What kind of game do I want to play? And it was this game.
Medusa's been
Resurrected, yes. Though the goddess of darkness was defeated long ago, she's back now. And as the goddess of light, it's my duty to protect humanity from her.
You worry too much.
So, oh shit, Medusa.
Medusa!
Hello there, Pit. And you too, Palutena.
Would this be
Here to crash
preferable?
my homecoming party?
This really doesn't look like much of a party.
What better way to celebrate my return than with a festive little...
Okay, well I'm just gonna need an overlay,
After all, I have
and
the
we'll be all set for future streams.
They're moving their attack to the ground.
Then so are we.
Back to Animal
I can't
Crossing
believe
overlay.
I'm actually flying.
The power of flight is my gift to you. I'll control your routes. You can focus on battle. But I
Game
can
still
only
looks pretty
maintain
good for
this power
3DS.
5 minutes at a time. After that, your wings will burn up and you'll fall.
You have no idea how embarrassing it is to be an angel who can't fly on his own. So thanks for your help. Without you, I'd be finished.
And my hand is already starting to hurt. I love it.
When
This
you're
game
not
came with a
firing,
stand,
you'll
by
go
the
into a
way.
glide that makes it easier to dodge attacks. Holding your fire also builds up charge shots. Aim carefully and use them wisely. How is this looking to you? You can adjust the feeling of depth using the 3D slider
Nope.
on the right.
No 3D. I'm done with 3D.
Your destination should be coming into view now.
Nice fourth wall break, Palutena.
Now they're attacking the town? This isn't right.
The people need your help. I'd better get you over there.
Do you
Okay.
hear that? Do you hear the people's cheers? They're celebrating the return of the goddess Palutena.
Oh god, it's so cheesy, but I promise you, this game has a nice story.
People haven't lost hope. It's our duty to protect them. Prepare for land battle, Pit.
Okay, so that's the flight mode, and then you go into... Oh yeah,
Now
this
it's
is
time to battle
good
on
cheese.
land.
This is some of the best cheese.
On land, you can use the touchscreen to change the direction you're facing.
So I can quickly change
Look
the
at
way
the
I'm facing by
crust.
clicking the stylus.
And you can tap the touchscreen to stop.
Then I could use the circle pad to move forward.
Vinny, the Circle Pad Pro makes
Quickly
this
flick
so
the
much
circle
easier.
pad in any direction to dash that
Guess
way.
what?
Hold it to...
Can't. Do you know why I can't? Because I have this thing, there's a fucking large mod on the 3DS for capture.
First, try turning left, Pit. Good, good.
And yeah, I have to use the scummy old 3DS. So there's a number of different moves that you can do. It'll all come back to me. There's some food. You'll see the Sakurai touch all over this game. Hang on a second. I might need to fuck with the options a little bit. Should be good.
You're
There we
here
go.
to help the townsfolk, so wipe out as many monsters as you can.
I'm on it.
The Circle Pad Pro just gives you a different movement stick. Okay. Oh, you have a melee. It's really simple
Flip the
controls, but
stylus
there's so
left
many
or
different
right,
ways you
change
can play.
direction quickly.
Huh. Like spinning a globe.
Like spinning a globe, right, Pit?
A yellow reticle means that you have an item. Pressing the L button will use that item.
But yeah, this isn't going to be like a full completion run. This is going to be a story run. And I might like do 1 or 2 levels over again because there's like hidden
What's this?
intensity doors.
An intensity gate. To pass through these, you need to play at certain intensity or difficulty
It's just like
levels.
Smash. Actually, was this the beginning of the intensity gate that was then later brought to Smash? Yep. Mr. Sakurai stealing from himself.
What was that?
Medusa has unleashed an evil beast in the Colosseum. You need to hurry there. Try eliminating nearby enemies
Oh, you
with
need
melee attacks.
melee for that.
You'll switch between melee and ranged shots automatically.
I'll stack up the melee attacks to serve up a combo meal of pain.
Oh my god, Pit, please. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream this for full 2-hour sessions each time I play the game. Because of my current claw predicament. But also, this game can get really fucking difficult if you up the intensity. Like, there's a lot of completionist shit in this game. And there's a lot of different weapons, and it's addictive.
Twin Bellow!
Yeah, you get a lot of money. You get your money's worth for this game. It fucking needs a Switch sequel. Aside from like Eternal Darkness, this is one of the series I'd like to see revived the most.
It's called strafing, right?
Whatever it's called, just stay out of his way.
Yeah! Victory is mine!
Excellent job, Pit.
Yeah. Not bad. Yeah.
Listen well, Medusa.
Someone just wrote, it's only been 6 years, Vinny. Only 6 years since we had Kid Icarus.
Let's return for now. This was just our first step in defeating Medusa.
I guess it took us many, many, many other years to get here, so... Like, from Kid Icarus on Game Boy to this... was a very, very long time. Anyway, here's a weapon. Okay. Them Chivos. You get hearts for this. So again, anyone noticing some Smash Brothers similarity? Cool. Also, you'll notice a lot of similar music. But yeah, there's a lot of different weapon types. I'm gonna use this. You get to try them. So when you earn weapons, you get to try them in a training mode and see how good they are. Big. See, these fucking attacks, they're crazy. Also, Darkest Dungeon 2 was announced. I'm ready to suffer and be depressed all over again. So each weapon has a couple different moves. You have, just hold the button, and you get that. If you go right really quickly, if you strafe right, you get a move like that. It does like a, you know, different move. Left and right do the same thing. Forward, it's similar. Now, if you charge, when the reticle changes, you get a forward move, you get a back move, you get a left, and a right. And sometimes they're really different, sometimes they're really similar. This one, it's pretty similar. So, with just a couple buttons, you get a million different things. Vinny, you haven't even finished the first Darkest Dungeon, right? Not going back. Thanks. I'll start fresh before I go back. I'm good. But I want to start fresh. I want Darkest Dungeon 2 because then I'll get back into it. But I'm too far gone from Darkest Dungeon at this moment to want to go back to Darkest Dungeon. I unlocked some items. By the way, Tetris fans, you're in luck because the Tetris streams never really ended. Or you can just do autofill and then all your powers get filled in. And those are items you bring with you to battle. I'll use the Midnight Palm, fuck it. Launch eggs to unlock idols. What is this again? The fuck? Oh, they're trophies. Where's Kid Icarus from Captain N? He's here. Icarus. I'm here, Icarus! That's the best I can do.
He's mega awesome.
I'll do that. I can't do Kid Icarus. They call him Kid Icarus, that's his name. Redeem hearts to buy weapons. So if you have hearts, you can purchase random weapons that are on sale. And you can see they have different stats. They have, you know, this might be better in melee than ranged. It's really, really addictive. Collecting weapons in this game, you could spend 20, 30 hours on it. Easily. And then you can combine other weapons to get... Like, if you combine 2 weapons, you will get a new one. Like this one right here. The drill arm from Smash. Fuck it, let's get it. Yeah. Acquire an arm. Use fuse to create a weapon. Well, I say it's from Smash, but it's from this that was in Smash. And then this is where you get to do the spicy pot. The spicy pot. So we're gonna go extra spicy. 6.1. We'll go 6.0. Each... You can see the spice levels. They change. But each one grants you access to more and better treasure. And treasure rooms. So we're gonna go to 6 already. Someone said, wait, the intensity meter was from this? Yep.
Ah! This weather's nasty!
Yes, but your next mission can't wait. You must defeat Dark Lord Gower.
Dark Lord? Seriously? Hasn't the Dark Lord thing been done to death already?
Dark Lord.
He's working for Medusa. Her forces are coming from his castle. A human army has gone to fight him, but they don't stand a chance.
So what you're saying is we need a brave hero to face the Dark Lord?
I suppose it is an old story. But don't forget, this is the underworld army we're dealing with. And anybody with the title Dark Lord won't be some low-level minion.
So what are we talking? Mini boss? Final boss?
I might have made a mistake with this difficulty level, but I'll be fine. I'll adapt.
A hot plate of punishment.
Oh, the story breaks the fourth wall a lot, so prepare for that. Do not, even though the story is pretty good, don't expect to take it too seriously, because the game doesn't.
Is this lightning coming from the underworld army?
Where else would it be coming from?
Sorry, I guess that was pretty obvious.
If you don't watch out, we'll be having barbecued angel tonight. And the spicy angel doesn't sound tasty. I'd best get you out of there.
Plus, chicken
I
is much
need
more
health.
economical!
Yeah, I think I maybe made the difficulty a little too high this early.
Fire from underworld troops. Let's get you headed toward land.
Especially for a shitty weapon. Like, this weapon sucks. It has no statistical boosts. It's okay, there's health.
How in the world would the human army make it across these mountains by foot?
I detect a note of smugness in your voice.
No. I'm just really happy I can fly.
Angels shouldn't blow quick.
What I meant to say is that I'm eternally grateful for you.
god. This game got really intense really quick.
Let's make our way underground.
Health? Where's the
Not
health?
the most cheerful place, is it?
The underworld baddies seem to like it.
Oh,
I suppose it makes sense they'd feel at home underground.
It'd be like living in a basement. Maybe we stop?
Oh, I thought you might want to take in the sights and destroy some monsters.
Jesus. Palutena, I need help. Got it. Got some health.
Pit, behind you!
Let me at him.
I'll control your flight path so you don't run into anything. Just focus on shooting and dodging.
Got it.
I lost the reticle for a second.
Lord Gal's castle is up ahead.
But what about that wall?
There's a
Don't
Dark
worry,
Lord, you're no
I'll
match
help
for
you
him.
over.
Oh, this is Chico from Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes and Peace Walker, by the way. Pit's voice actor. I'm sure most of you know that.
Fun, right?
Yeah, I love that hand cramp
Take
already.
that, wall. Look,
The people will never defeat Gal with the underworld forces in their way.
the humans are taking a beating. They need our help.
Normally I'd
I'm
agree
now
with you,
resting the 3DS on my knee and leaning forward to play the goddamn thing.
5 minutes?
And remember what happens when it runs out?
My wings burn up.
We don't have time for this. We have to go straight for Gowl. I'll take you into the castle. From there,
Gowron?
it's up to you to
Did they
face
say
the Dark Lord.
Gowron?
His defeat
The Klingon
will force
Chancellor?
The underworld army into retreat.
Roger. Get ready for a display of raw angel power.
There we go. Goron. Use the Kid Icarus branded 3DS stand. I want you to know that that 3DS stand is somewhere in a closet. In a box.
So this is the Dark Lord's castle.
Yes, he must have scrambled to build it after Medusa's resurrection. He's using this castle as a stronghold for
Just checking. Just checking my immediate vicinity. Do I have the 3DS stand nearby? No. No, I don't. The stand never really did anything for me, to be honest. What's this item? This wacky item I have here. That's not a stand. I think I might know where it is, but I'm not using it today because I don't want to spend an extended period of time looking for some dumb plastic thing.
Are you excited?
Yeah. It's like a birthday party where everyone wants to kill me.
Oh, pity party.
Make your way to the Great Hall down on the first floor.
Oh. Get ready for good music.
This must be the Great Hall.
At the top of the stairs, there's a door with switches across from it.
Switches, huh? That probably means I should hit them.
Very perceptive of you, Kit.
There we go. Yeah, it's just, this game is so fucking cool and fast. It's just, you gotta get past the hurdle. The obvious hurdle. But once you do that, it's alright. And again, emulation for this game is not really working out. Not yet. Is that a stamina meter?
The door's unlocked now. The enemy with the big skull guarding the door is a Ganymed. They'll attack when fired at, but they don't do much at all if you don't shoot them. So I suggest using melee attacks or dash shots to take them down.
Did it. 6.0 difficulty. I'm in 3D mode now, guys. I'm in. I just turned the 3D on all the way up. I'm in. That's like, I feel like a hacker. I've hacked into the game world. I've entered Videoland. And you know what? The 3D on this game doesn't look too bad, though I don't really think I'll be playing
treasure somewhere to your left.
How do you know that?
From the heavens.
with it on.
I can see through your laurel crown to divine your surroundings.
Really? That's amazing!
Pit, you're a
And
dork.
that's not all I can see, Pit. I can also see what's in your heart.
Oh! That's really something.
So you'd better not be thinking about anything naughty.
Oh my god. Palutena, please.
Just kidding. Seriously? Reading hearts through laurel crowns?
I know. I was also...
Sure you were.
Oh shit, enemies. Ow. Gotcha. There you go. Yeah, Palutena likes to bully Pit. I thought I had healing. I thought I brought healing with me. Volcano Arm. Or Club. There's another Smash Brothers item. That is not a Smash Brothers item. It is a Kid Icarus item that is in Smash Brothers. So now you know where it, you know, originates from. Oh, there's the healing. Nose enemy. You may remember these from the bonus rooms. If you've ever played Kid Icarus. Which I think Kid Icarus, the original, is still a pretty good game. It's not great. But if it's something that you get on NES online thing, you could do a lot worse. It's got some cool moments. It just starts out really hard so that you'll never see the ending. Because you stop after level 1. It's a little jellyfish fella.
You're heading to the lower level to enter your garden.
Why didn't that transform it into an idol? Oh fuck. Secret. Sagittarius bow. Needs to be at low health. Okay, so I'll try to damage them without killing them as much as I can.
Look at that!
Here should have been the hero of this
The
game.
castle.
Well, I didn't expect to see an angel here. Hope this doesn't mean I've kicked the bucket.
I think you should help him.
He's taking on the Underworld Army himself! And surviving! Are you sure this guy's really a human?
Absolutely.
You having a private conversation with yourself, Angel Face?
Oh, right. Sorry about that. I'm Pink, servant of the goddess Palutena. I'm here to defeat Dark Lord Gao.
So, you're here for a slice of the pie too?
Pie? Where? No, I mean, I'm here to defend the humans from the brutality of the Underworld Army.
Sure, you're the angel. But me, I'm in it for the reward money. Since we both want to take down Gao, how about we work together?
I don't know about that.
What have you got to lose? It'll be easier on both of us.
Lady Palutena, what do you think?
He makes a compelling argument.
All right, resuming mission Dark Lord Suppression.
I'm Magnus, by the way. Pleased to meet you. Don't hit me.
Pit needs permission. Mama Palutena, can I watch TV? Not past 11, sweetie. go.
I'll follow your lead from here. I've got your back.
Yeah, there's so much potential for this series after this game. Oh, these items, these things you get in treasure chests, for the most part, don't... I think mostly you only get them in between... So I can't, like, use the Sagittarius bow I got, or that particular item. Not until the beginning of next level, or in between this one and that. Usually, if I remember correctly, the backdash shots are slower, so they can, like, do more damage to enemies over time.
For a human.
You must really want that reward.
He may not be made of the sturdiest moral fiber, but that's fine with me.
I'm surprised you feel that way.
Humans are driven by desire. It's convenient to know what bait they'll chase.
That's kind of cold, but it makes sense. I guess.
Hey, if you're chatting with your precious goddess, give her a message from me. Tell her she's been sleeping on the job. Our world is on the edge of collapse.
I take it back. This guy's a jerk.
Okay.
Alright, Kid Icarus God of War crossover. Just saying. Pit can be the boy. And the God of War himself will be the father. And they'll do like a paternity test. And Mori will be like, "You are not the father." Pit is 26 at the start of Uprising. We know that officially. We have the lore. Oh, okay. Still a boy. Vinny, there's no way that's true. I don't know. He does not look 26.
Apparently someone likes his spa time.
Why are you in here now?
That's what I'm talking about.
You going fully dressed? Don't you at least want to change into a swimming tunic or something?
Oh, no. The Angel's Code of Conduct says that we must always be ready for duty.
I guess you wouldn't be an angel if you didn't do things by the book.
Yeah. And I don't want to steam the sacred buds.
We're done talking about it.
Fuck off, Pit. Now, this is a Pokemon, right? This weapon fucking blows. There could be good forms of this weapon. Every weapon can be viable, except this one's just, you know, low level. Trash fire. That's okay. Pit is an angel, time affects him differently. Oh, does that make him a 1,000-year-old dragon?
Looks like a long way up.
What? Your legs not work or something?
Dear Lord. I mean, how would we even have the lore? Has anyone actually... Do we know how Pit... Like, did he go to school? Did he go to high school? Because, I mean, he's pretty much a fucking baby in the TV show Captain N, which, as we know, is official lore. See what Pit can do?
I think we're closing in on Gao's lair.
Pit just went mental. Getting the hang of this again. Also, resting this on my knee means that it's not as uncomfortable as I was, you know, a second ago. Sakurai said that Pit is physically 13. But he's older because he's ancient.
Lord Gao!
Sorry I'm late. I had other business to attend
I didn't think I needed to know this information.
Wait, did you know each other?
Hey, in this economy, everyone's looking for work. Even part-time work. That's fun.
Economy joke. Our game was made not too far after 2008, so...
I don't know much about the situation, but it seems that Magnus and Gao used to be close friends.
What? Seriously?
They were part of the same band of monster fighting mercenaries. But Gao's heart was weak and he couldn't resist the temptation of the underworld.
Ow.
Seeing them fighting, it's hard to believe they were ever friends.
Magnus only knows one way to fight, ferociously. Perhaps his fire is fueled by the child who
Ow.
lost to underworld troops.
I had no idea. It's so sad.
Hey, enough chit-chat. We need to concentrate here.
Feeling a little agitated, Magnus.
Don't make me laugh. Dark Lord.
Lord suppressed.
Nice work, Angel Face.
Plot twist.
I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Gao was a human? I didn't know. What have I done?
You can't feel bad. Just think of all the other people you've saved. Besides, she looks like she's still holding on.
Really?
But we need to regroup. The war against Medusa is just starting.
And he's like, where'd he go? Volcano Arm. Ore Club. Sagittarius Bow. And Insight Staff. And some new items. Much, much, much better. Now I have some real fucking firepower. Before I test them out, I want to try something here. I want to see if I can make anything. This is one of the most addictive parts of the game. You can combine weapons to make better weapons. So value 181, range 3. You can see it retains backward dash, continuous fire +4. Hang on a second. Yeah, the melee isn't that great on that one. But, again, you have to destroy the two weapons to create a new one. Maybe I won't do that just yet. maybe I will, instead... Well, that's a pretty good bow. Maybe I'll just keep going. Vinny, would I still get the same amount of enjoyment out of this game if I've never played a Kid Icarus game? Yeah. Well, I mean, not many people have. There's not that much of a story in the previous Kid Icarus games. It's just Pit fights Medusa. And then... that's it. For some people, this may as well just be the first game. So yeah, you have blades, staffs, these are more sniper rifles, bows are more guided arrows, clubs. So this club's got overall defense +2, shot homing +1, and so here's the ore club, the famous ore club. This does not have any shoot. The only shoot it has is the tornado. So that could be good and bad. It's got some amazing damage, but you have to figure out if this is for you. I don't know if I'm going to be good with this. Not right now, at least. Well, it's got that. It's got kind of a shoot. It just takes fucking forever. Your shoot recharge time is a lot faster in flight mode. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that. Eventually, maybe I'll try it out, but let's see what else I have. I've got, Volcanal Arm, backward dash, continuous fire, +4. Not a lot of range. The shots go up, but they're powerful, and they burn. So it's pretty cool. It's got a good backward dash continuous fire, means this. That. So that does way more damage. Let's see. Is there anything else? I don't know if I want to use another arm. This blade. Nope, not anymore. Nope, got rid of it. Maybe I'll use the bow. Bow! Or the Sagittarius bow. It's pretty good. I mean, it is Pit. He should be using a bow, let's be honest. Let's be real. Vinny, it's pronounced Sagittarius. Someone just said play Tetris. Yeah, sure, I could do that right now. Okay, so you go like this, and then you can get a bunch of different powers, and you gotta place the Tetris. Homing boost. Crisis recovery. Sky jump. Jump high into the air from where you're standing. Yep, I'll take that. Health recovery, effect recovery, celestial firework, landmine, idle transformation. Okay. Tetris has been played. I'll use this new bow. I'm not gonna fuse any weapons just yet.
Don't forget to take a break every now and then.
Man, even a port of this game would be great. With non-stylus controls. Though the stylus does add to the accuracy in some ways. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Dual analog gyro would be nice. Yeah, gyro controls with
What's
so
the
yeah,
matter?
gyro plus
Medusa's
dual analog
qualified
would be
to
great,
our realm.
I think,
Her
for this.
forces are invading Skyworld.
She must be getting back at us for taking down Dark Lord Gao.
Medusa's venom knows no bounds, but I know you can stop her underworld army.
You sure have a lot of faith in me, Lady Palutena.
And could you imagine this game with more buttons?
You can use a special attack. Just
Man.
tap a blue circle on the touchscreen to launch one. It'll take out enemy fire too.
So that enemy look familiar to anyone? Because it's not. It wasn't that.
These guys ever get tired?
At this rate, the power of flight is going to expire before they do.
Then let's go after the commander.
There's just one thing you should know. Their commander is Hudraw.
Hudraw? Like this guy?
And speak of the devil, there he is.
He can fly?
I think the only one who can't fly by himself is you.
Ouch. That's harsh.
Don't sulk, Pit.
Can't read either, Pit.
But you're right. Attacking the leader is a good plan.
Let's do it.
I'm hoping with my powers that I seem to have to summon video games into existence. I'm hoping that by me streaming this, Sakurai wakes up one morning with a dream, having remembered his dream from the night before, rather, and he says to himself, "You know what? I'll leave Smash Brothers DLC to someone else. It's time for Kid Icarus to come back."
Hello there.
It's snack time. What a tender little morsel.
I am not a piece of meat.
What did you say? Technically, you are.
Come a little closer.
Come a little closer!
It was my turn to have the last
Oh,
word.
give it a rest.
Let's not argue for
I'm
time.
so
Face me what I do.
Get off
You
of
knock
me.
it off. Let everyone get out of misery. Did I mention I'm starving?
Now what?
This is never going to end. Just go ahead and attack.
Everyone, shut up and focus.
Yeah. Bows are better for these sequences too, by the way. For rapid firing in particular, obviously. If I had the club, I'd have to wait for enemies to get up close, or I'd have to wait for the charge.
Actually, I'd say you're the only one right. Get it? Right?
No biggie. In fact, I feel great as well.
Oh, Captain Ian!
And that's that.
Not so fast. Hudraw heads can live without a body. You better follow them. The underworld forces are retreating.
Mission accomplished.
Far from it. Those two Hudraw heads are still alive. They've plunged into the human world below and taken their legion
These
with them.
phony Metroids.
Better do something.
Not mock droids, called like, what are they called again? Like comatose or something? You can only destroy them with melee, so they're real fucking annoying. Melee just happens automatically when you get close to something.
This is bad.
Let's hurry. For a pair of disembodied heads, they sure move fast.
Comatose? Also, this game kind of has the Smash Brothers system of flicking the stick very quickly.
Draw heads anywhere. Where'd
to do dodges and certain moves.
Let's check the town.
You know, because Sakurai. Sakurai, S-O-C-K. Is Vin doing a complete playthrough, or is this just a one-time stream? Complete.
The people have all gone into hiding. But where did those huge raw heads go?
They could be anywhere. We need to stop them before they wreak even more havoc. As you search for them, take out any underworld troops that cross your path.
You'll notice the bow only does 2 shots when you strafe or do a backward shot. Some do 2, some do 1, some do 3, some do 5, you know. A lot of variety in the weaponry.
There's a courtyard ahead. You know the drill. Keep your eyes peeled for enemy attacks.
Okay, because I'm playing on difficulty 6, which is above 4, I can go through this door. And I just missed the treasure chest. So there's some doors that you can only get to if you play on the highest difficulty. But there's a variety of different types of difficulty doors.
Sweet, sweet loot!
Fortune smiles upon you.
What's the name of the town, Osgiliath, in Lord of the Rings?
Nice. I can really turn a profit taking those
Reminds
guys
me of
down.
Osgiliath.
That was a souffle. It's one sweet enemy. If you spot one, do everything you can to stop it from getting
Oh
away.
yeah, I'm watching Lord of the Rings again. Most of you know this already. I didn't even finish Fellowship yet. But I had this Blu-ray for a long fucking time. The movie still looks really beautiful, though it's now, in a special effects sense, you can kind of see the limitations a bit, especially like in the Mines of Moria, Gandalf's fucking staff. It's just like a white smear effect in Photoshop for the lighting. But for its time, it's unbelievable, even in Blu-ray. Some of the fire is, it makes me laugh a little bit. I'm like, oh boy. It's weird too, because it was just on the cusp of like, just after The Matrix and like the Phantom Menace, and like it was made in a
Melee attacks to take down
tomatoes. And yeah, it sucks the head, just like a certain other enemy that looks like it. But yeah, Lord of the Rings came out in a weird time for CG.
Whoa!
Because you have movies like Episode 1 that looks so fucking dated,
Get up, fall down. Fight in the air.
and yet
fight on the
Fellowship
ground.
still looks pretty great.
The story of your life, isn't it?
Peaks and valleys, highs and lows. Pick your friends, not your nose.
Oh my god, Pit. A lot of movies from the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, with CG, like extended CG, extensive CG, come across as, you know, you look at it and you're like, oh boy. Not so much with Lord of the Rings, and I think one of the reasons is because of how many actual sets and miniatures they used in that movie.
String jumps together to make your way across the rooftops.
They made a lot of really detailed models that still look great when composited in there. It's wonderful. And the makeup in that movie is just unbelievable. Wardrobe. And from a distance, they have a program called Massive that they use in Lord of the Rings, which was used to make all the crazy battles from the fucking thousands of troops. 1 million troops. And that stuff all looks pretty good. So, yeah, I still love the movie. And the acting, everything, it's just fantastic. It's just great. Especially because I haven't watched Lord of the Rings since the Hobbit trilogy. Like, that was the last Middle-earth I've seen. And now that... And it was just so, like, demoralizing and boring, and... Now that I'm actually watching Lord of the Rings again, I'm like, oh, right. That's why I love this stuff.
I don't think I can get through this way.
He's a hobbit whose name is Robert.
Watch out!
That came out of nowhere.
You're going to need help against surprise attacks like that. Go to the courtyard ahead and I'll grant you a gift.
Really? That'd be great.
And yet, Amazon has a Lord of the Rings TV show in development now. They teased the map, and it looks like it's going to take place during the Second Age, like when the rings were forged, just around the time they were forged. Yep, it's happening. Whether we want it or not, it's happening.
That's an underworld moringa.
Oh, I can't take my eyes off it.
Its bewitching dance moves really grab your attention and hold on to it. Better make a point of taking it down first.
Yeah, you get locked onto that. You have to just kill. Okay, I'm ready for my gift.
I'm ready for that gift now, Lady
Oh.
Palutena.
Pitts just said
Alright
that.
then.
What just happened?
Do you like the gift? It's my patented monster pheromone. Monsters just love the smell of it. And now it's all over you.
What? Are you trying to kill me?
Did you do something with your hair? You're suddenly looking very attractive.
Luckily, the pheromone only attracted one of the heads. I was wondering what you would have done if both of them had shown up.
And you still went through with it? I would have been finished for sure.
Yeah, Palutena tries to get Pit killed a lot. Like a lot.
Whew, that was dicey.
I don't think I'll be using the monster pheromone in the future.
I would hope not.
What I mean is that I won't need to use it.
Why do you say that?
I located the other head. Let's go to the lake outside of town.
I think just Pit makes corny jokes, and Palutena's like, you know what? I'm just gonna fuck with him. That's the only I mean, Pit seems like a nice enough kid. Icarus. So she's like, I'm gonna bully, because I don't like his jokes, they're very corny. And he can't fly. Fuck off. Melon. Doesn't she also make corny jokes? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she does.
What is this? A well?
That's not important. Just keep moving forward.
She won't even
Watch
give him,
out,
like,
those
vital
shots
information.
from the toxic cloud when they expire. Shoot them from a distance or melee them to avoid getting poisoned. The other Hydra head is regenerating its body at the lake.
Fuck.
You don't think it'll have 3 heads again, do you?
I should hope not. Their bickering was intolerable.
Wizard, you shall not pass!
Sorry, there was a bet. people on Twitter were telling me, Vinny, now that you've watched Lord of the Rings again, you're going to be doing a bunch of Lord of the Rings memes for the next couple weeks. And, you know, not really. I don't really have a desire to do that. But I wanted to give you at least one. So.
It's an ambush.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, that's right. My ambush. You're going down, monsters.
Even though I've been doing, alright then, keep your secrets for the past, what, month now? Over a month? Maybe it's the, alright then, keep your secrets that inspired me to watch this shit again. Bad jump. Yep. Could use some melon. Oh, Pit, I can make you a melon at any time. I could send it down there for you.
Finally close to the last two
Well, send it to me.
Are you ready?
No. Gonzalo, you need to leave. Wait until you meet the exciting and amazing character Dark Pit. He's like Pit, but he's dark.
So you finished off the others, eh?
You know it.
Then you've saved the best for last. Let's get down to
Forward dash attacks are very powerful. Look for openings to use them. But don't do a forward dash attack when a fireball is headed at you.
You went underwater?
Here's an idea. Shoot the orange. Now, Pit, now!
Time to lay the smackdown!
Fucking Monster Hunter. And yes, he said lay the smackdown. He watches wrestling. I mean, the Greeks invented wrestling, didn't they? Alright, they didn't invent wrestling, but they, you know. They technically did, yes. But not, you know, it's not like you can't invent people beating the shit out of each other and grappling their arms. That's, you know, the form that it exists in now is the Greeks are I have to, like, really be careful with my words on the stream because I want to say things correctly. But most of the time I don't care anyway, so it's fine. But I want to learn. I want to learn and educate both at the same time. I want you to get something out of these streams that isn't just a brand new meme per day.
Mission complete!
That's
Vinny, why not?
Reduces commanders out of the way.
Vinny, Greco-Roman wrestling is a direct ancestor of modern-day professional wrestling. There you go. See, we learned something.
Oh, you've come, Pit. I'm proud of you.
Huh. You don't usually meet such nice bosses.
Let's get you back.
What's today's meme? I haven't made one yet. Ball cannon? Can ball cannon be the meme? Egg! That's today's meme. Egg. So I got this I got this bear claw that I don't want to use. But it's pretty good, and I can make something else. Can make a fucking gun. Pit can use a gun. I get a darkness bow with insane ranged attack. But I kind of want to keep the ball. Hey, you know what? Let's take a look at them first. We now have all types of weapons, at least one each. So let's check out the ball cannon first. It is what you think it is. Got a bit of a limited range. I think certain things slow you down too, right? Flintlock staff has a broken charged attack, get it? Might. But yeah, the ball cannon's pretty good. It's got some good stuff on it. Melee's not great. But why would a cannon have great melee? See, now Pit can be lazy and not even do anything. My kind of weapon. Charges quickly. Has pretty good shoot. Double shoot. Melee, once again, a bit on the assy side. Recovery is great. Yeah, this thing has some good stuff on it. Not bad. Alright, let's see what the bear claws are like before I destroy them. Good melee. Combo melee. Slick melee. Fast, powerful. Pretty fucking good. I got this too. I'm gonna get the rifle. But, yeah, this is more or less what the rifle's gonna look like. Best range, powerful attacks. Double tap with staffs. Vinny, did this game sell well? I don't know if it sold well. It did. It sold super well. Let's see. Kid Icarus Uprising sales. It 1.28 million according to VG charts, which I don't know if they're accurate. But it's over 1 million So they could definitely make another Kid Icarus game and make some money from it. It's not going to be like gangbusters, but... Homing boost, playing dead, fool enemies into thinking you're finished, and turn invisible, making attacks pass through you. Wish I could rotate. You can? Oh, I didn't see the tooltip. That damn screen. There we go. Gotta do a T-spin to get it in there, but you get it. Okay, so I have the thing, I could buy some other things. No, I can't. You can see all the really good ones. Cost too much. Overall defense +7. Mental. Mental, that is. Let us move the intensity up to 7.
Here we go! So, what's our mission this time?
You remember Reapers, don't you? From the underworld?
Not those guys! They're always freaking out and calling in their little Reapettes. I'm getting worked up just thinking about it.
Yes, anyway, about the Reapers.
Sorry, go on.
Donut.
They have a fortress near the entrance to the underworld in Reaper Valley.
Which is where? Reaper Boulevard? But seriously, thank goodness we don't have to go there, right? That silence means we have to go there, doesn't it? Will you at least tell me why you want to go to a place crawling with Reapers?
I'm trying to find another one of Medusa's commanders, Pandora.
The goddess of disaster and calamity? That Pandora?
Yes, and she's currently residing in the Labyrinth of Deceit. However,
Powerful.
some force in the Reaper Fortress is obscuring the Labyrinth location. I can't find it. Not even with my all-seeing eye, Palutena.
Wait, if you have an all-seeing eye, why can't you see Pandora's location?
Because of my slightly botched laser eye surgery.
Get out of here, Palutena.
Maybe. Regardless, you're
See, she
not
tells bad jokes too.
Roger that.
In fact, her jokes might be worse than Pitt's jokes.
What are those red lights?
Are they Reaper eyes?
This is really bad.
We need to find you a safe route. Down there is your only option. This ravine should take you to the Reaper Fortress. But it's tight, so be careful. If you get stuck, I won't have time to get you out.
Man, things are really heating up. Time to bust through here. Full speed ahead.
Excellent idea, Pit.
Excellent!
I have the same thought. Let me help.
Pitt is ready
Is that
to
a
die.
windstorm up ahead? Hang
It's
on.
eager.
Ow!
Don't be such a baby. It's only wind. I mean, at least it's not poison or acid wind. Then you'd be in real trouble.
Ooh, lucky me.
Jesus. Fuck.
You're heading into a cave now. Be careful.
Jesus. doing so well. Now, imagine this on 9 difficulty. Imagine how much damage you take. It's crazy. I've completed a couple levels on 9 back in the day when I would just replay levels, try to get high scores, and try to get the best weapons.
I'll take care of them.
But not anymore, man. Those days are long gone. Now I'm just trying to get number 1 in Tetris Battle Royale.
There must be a way out. Down there. I'm getting you out.
The Underworld forces really stepped up their game.
I doubt those underlings managed to do their own. It's a sure sign that Medusa is back in power.
Fucking NES noise.
You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Contact!
Oh, it's hot, hot, hot here!
There's no chance of getting it from above. You'll have to break through the front.
Here we go!
Yep.
Pit, are you alright?
Never better.
Then let's get moving. The force obscuring Pandora is deep within this fortress.
Thanks.
It's food.
Reapers may look
Anyway,
all evil
yeah,
and crazy,
so
but
here's the
there's a
rifle.
reason for that. They are evil and crazy. But here's a little tip. They won't bother you if you stay out of their sight.
They won't bother you if you stay out of their sight, she says, as I decide to kill a Reaper. Not worth it. You know what? That wasn't worth it. No part of that was worth it. Okay, so this is a sneaking mission. Chico finally gets his own game to go sneaking around
Considering
in.
this is the Reaper Fortress, there really aren't very many Reapers.
There must be a huge soul harvest going on somewhere.
What do you
Oh my
mean?
god.
Reapers are soul carriers. When a being dies, they
Chico,
take
you
the
are the
soul of
next
other
Solid
world.
Snake.
The humans probably started another war, which means a lot more souls to deal with.
Why are they always fighting? So sad and pointless.
Yes, but we gods fight too. And when we do, humans are always caught in the middle.
So, this war against the Underworld army is causing the Reapers to work overtime.
I'm the one who should be working overtime. Then there'd be less soul harvesting. Humans get frustrated, even destructive, when we gods don't provide for their welfare.
Don't be ridiculous.
Wow, shit got real.
Everyone loves the Goddess of Light, you know that.
Thank you, Pit. I do my best. Now then, let's proceed.
I don't know, not everybody. Alright.
Oh, nice!
That's a grind rail. It beats walking, huh? You can ride it right into the courtyard.
Can I ride it back? Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to get here. Not just yet. Not that I want to get here yet. I didn't want to get here yet, rather. English majoring a lot tonight. Come on, whale, please! God damn it. I mean, at least you get to see Pit with a gun. It's not going so well for me, but... In fact, I don't know if this weapon is amazing. It's probably just a 7.0 difficulty, right? Pit, this is Palutena. Are you sure you know how to hold a gun correctly? There's another one. It's another of the same thing that I have already. Vinny, are you playing this on your overclocked 3DS? I'm playing it on a real 3DS. If I could have played this on an overclocked 3DS, I would have, but as I was saying earlier, this game is not good emulated. It looks amazing emulated, but apparently it gets really shitty and it crashes and it doesn't get past level 4. Oh boy. What does the music mean, chat?
Is this not about right, Vinci?
Not this guy!
An eggplant wizard.
But I don't want to be an eggplant again!
Way back when, you had to visit a nurse to get fixed up, remember?
I was there so much they named the place after me. Hospital?
Pit, I swear to God.
It's funny. It's okay to laugh.
No, it's really not. Anyway, there aren't any hospitals in this.
Fuck. Should have changed the gear. I don't know if I'm gelling particularly well with the staff. So now the rewards are lessened a bit and I lose some hearts, so... You know, you can continue, but you won't get cool shit. Not as much cool shit.
Not this guy!
An eggplant wizard.
Hey, Mother Brain, it's Biggie the Eggplant Wizard!
A nurse to get fixed up, remember?
I was there so much they named the place after me. Hospital? Headache?
The worst the worst crunishment is that you have to hear that joke again.
Really not. Anyway, there aren't any hospitals in this game.
What? Well, what am I going to do?
Calm down, Pit. I can help you with this too. If you're turned into an eggplant, my powers will transform you back. After a while.
Thanks, Lady Palutena.
Oof! Don't panic, Pit, but there's a clubber skull nearby. It's trapped for now, so I suggest leaving it alone. It's
Someone in chat just wrote, I looked up at chat and someone just wrote, who the fuck Vinesauce? People still play this game? Yeah, people still play Mario Brothers too.
Be careful not to fall. The clubber skull's loose. Get out of there.
Shit. I did it good just now. Must only play Fortnite. Vinny, this ain't the newest game. This ain't the newest hit game for Tetris Battle Royale. The newest hit, brand new popular game, Tetris BR. Good. Yes. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to jump over there. But you have to tap the screen if you want to jump.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
cool jump ability that did not work when I pressed it. Good. Well, no more jumping for me. I am now extremely irate. Take that cheeseburger, though. The D-pad uses powers, too. Oh, shit. Well, it's too late. I have no more jump. Walk while you use it, or it'll just make you jump in place. Yeah, no, I know. It just didn't... It wasn't happening. I was, like, pressing it maybe a second too late. There's a boulder somewhere that you can knock over. It was before the grind rail? Okay. Alright, that's now just a lost treasure. Get out of here.
There are Reapers creeping around in there. They'll summon Rebettes if they see you.
Yeah, we don't know who they are. I don't know why I did that, chat. I don't know why I did that. Fuck off! Two of them! Two of them! Excellent. God damn it. I can't even stealth further because now I have a thing that's following me around. God, that was terrible. Can't get any worse, right? No way this could get any worse. This is fine.
Here you go.
Yeah, that was cool. Maybe not Pit's insult, but the item itself was pretty cool. Go. Auto reticle.
Nice, another grind rail.
There's so many items in this game that made it to Smash.
On the walls. This will extend the rail to your destination.
That sounds easy enough.
Just keep in mind that you can try it as many times as you need to.
Keep in mind, Denny. I'm having a real hard time doing any kind of meaningful commentary while I play this game. It's engaging every hemisphere of my brain. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a repeat of yesterday's stream. All one hemispheres.
Well, well, it appears that this place is equipped with some hot springs.
Woo-hoo-hoo! I could use a little R&R right about now. Thanks.
Vinny, your one neuron is doing its best. You know, neuron does rhyme with moron.
There's something strange about this hot spring. The steam seems a little evil.
It's probably not a good sign. I'll just keep moving.
Of course I had to try it. Evil hot spring. Yeah, let me go in there.
You're closing in on the force that's obscuring Pandora's location.
Yeah, I figured the evil lighting wasn't just for show.
Evil lighting. The lighting in this chamber is evil.
No way!
It's gigantic!
What is that thing?
That Great Reaper must be the one who's hidden Pandora's labyrinth of safety. This area is split into 2 levels, so just switch levels depending on how it attacks.
Oh, Jesus.
You say that like it's easy.
That's because it is. Those aren't just flirty looks coming from the Great Reaper's eyes.
Let me guess. They're death rays?
In a nutshell, plus if you get hit, it'll summon regrets. That Great Reaper has quite the evil eye.
Oh, fuck.
How can you make puns at a time like this?
I guess I just don't see the problem with a little levity. Now, finish it!
But how?
The light coming from its head, strike there!
Gotcha!
I would love to, Palutena, but... Okay. Okay, that's all I had to do. Thank God. Yeah, this weapon is really fucking powerful, but also... a little hard to use. And for some reason, this weapon
What, Lady Palutena?
was getting me caught by the Reapers in the stealth sections.
Even though I almost
Weird,
died,
right?
I've really enjoyed our time together.
Aw, you poor guy. You really need to make some friends. Now let's go find Pandora.
She just, like, she's so mean to him. Don't forget to take a break every now and then. That message is basically saying, you know, you kind of suck at the game. I'm gonna need you to stop. Another arm-based weapon. Hey, I'm gonna need you to stop. Did I just... Whoa! Why is that even a function? I broke the egg. The egg is just gone. I just yeeted it out of the plate. Silver bow. Some pretty decent ones, but I can't afford any of that stuff, really. Gun claws. Sakurai probably had a lot of fun. Remember, he made this game alone. He locked himself in a room and didn't sleep for 4 years while he made this. Just him. Did all the voices. Let's see, what's the most powerful weapon I could make? I can make eye-track orbiters. Vinny silver bow. Do you want me to buy the silver bow? Or you want me to make one? Silver bows are strong. The one I'm able to make kind of sucks, though. Can make a club. Artillery claws, that's not too bad. I lose something from the flintlock staff, though. Yeah, I don't know if I want to waste a flintlock. Ball cannon plus ball cannon equals midnight palm. Speed plus 4 on claws is great. So you're saying I should make this then? Alright. And then I could fuse those even further into this thing, but I'm not going to lose the speed. Let's see. Paralyze attack and poison attack. Shit. Couldn't T-spin it. I couldn't yeet it in there. Yeah, fuck it, let's use the claws. Okay, I have time for one more chapter. God, am I gonna really do this?
Your destination is Pandora's Labyrinth of Deceit. The Reapers certainly hit it well.
What are you talking about? I don't see anything.
Oh, I this chapter. This is a good one.
Here we have a space pocket. In you go.
Okay. This is getting weird.
You'd have to be pretty out there to base your operations in a place like this.
Well, Pandora has always been pretty out there.
It's true. The goddess of calamity even looks pretty out there.
You know what she sounds like? She goes like, "Oh, Captain M!"
Twisted.
It's that
I'd
voice.
say unhinged is more like it. What's that?
Pandora's Labyrinth of Deceit.
God. Yeah, I think chat's really gonna like this level.
Whoa.
This is not what I expected. You have to watch out for those red posts.
Welcome to computer.
Crazy.
Tricky.
Nice
False
JPEG.
path. Pandora's trying to psych you out.
How does Pandora come up with this stuff?
Messing with people is what she does best.
Not again.
Uh-huh. Another psych out.
Yeah, Pandora needs to start investing in PNGs.
Going down.
Okay.
The path branches up ahead. Tell you
BOTs.
what, I'll let you decide which way to go this time.
Does that mean you don't know the way?
Note, Palutena does not answer such questions.
This is a dead end.
Looks like you're trapped. Pulling you out of there. Oh my.
We can't let her get to us. I have to hustle before the power of flight runs out.
Star
That
Fox.
would be problematic. You see, I can't extract you if Pandora's powers are still active.
I'll just pretend you didn't say that.
It's a Pandora ambush!
What? It's Pandora time already?
No, I said Pandora. You know, the hand monster.
Master
Please.
Deceit. That's pretty weak. A way out!
Now's your chance.
Wait a second. Whoa! I'm outside now?
This could be another trick.
But it all seems so real.
Whale. Oh.
Well, this is confusing.
It isn't called the Labyrinth of Deceit for nothing, Kit.
The name is the only straightforward thing about this place.
The path branches again.
I will choose unwisely. Almost guaranteed.
Tell me this is a dead end?
Let's go back before the power of flight runs out.
Is this a dead end?
Yes, no?
We're losing our grip here!
No, I just need to think.
Could you think a little faster, please?
I'm getting a handle on things now. Okay, watch out for the columns around you. They'll reflect your fire.
Oh, fuck. Oh no, I'm almost dead.
Okay.
This is hurting my head.
I believe we're close to our target.
Then let's do this.
This is probably real though. We're definitely in space. Actually, if you think us being in space now is weird, the rest of this game has a surprise for you. I mean, there's Metroids. What's so weird about space?
We're nearing the landing spot.
You're sure it's not another illusion, right?
What if space was real? It's not, according to a number of YouTube videos that people have made. it's not, though.
Huh? Ow.
I like the idea that people make some of these videos and conspiracy theories, like space isn't real. And then people that believe it continue making videos about it. And then they're second generation, like, believers of a very, very deliberately fake thing.
Make yourselves at home. Doesn't bother me. But you should know that the goddess of time was really the old me. The new me needs more groundwork. Yoga, macrobiotics, reflexology.
Don't you need feet for that?
How dare you take that tone with me? Especially since calamity is really more your domain these days. It's really quite insulting.
There are so many doors.
And I'm sure there are just as many tricks.
No joy.
She kind of looks like Cacletta. Oh, yeah. Let's see, 5 doors. We'll go this way.
What?
Oh.
You're back where you started.
Oh, boy.
Again?
You seem to have a thing for this room.
I remember her sounding like Mother Brain.
That's one of the oldest tricks in the book.
A lot of damage.
Gross! It's a giant bug!
It jumps out of the ground and emits a shockwave when it lands. And technically speaking, it's not a bug, it's an underworld Giran.
Thanks for the science lesson. Anything else I need to know?
You need to dodge it, shockwave.
No. What I need is a giant bug zapper.
These claws are really good, and they're fast.
Where are we?
The hall of marvelous moving walls.
Your delivery stinks. Say it with feeling. This isn't public radio, you know.
I like polygons.
Be careful with that.
Kind of
moving
waiting
wall.
for someone to post the job's gone emote. Polygon. Never mind. My jokes are as bad as Pitt. The past couple of weeks, we've learned a couple things about me. 1, I sometimes have the capacity of being a sunfish. And 2, my jokes are as good as Pitt's. As bad as Pitt's.
So what's up with the walls in here?
Watch them carefully and try to time your movements.
And that's speed. Speed, no joke. Yeah, I did a thing.
Thanks.
It took me 4 tries to do that unsuccessfully before.
Look, an exotank.
Now that is one heavenly ride.
Technically, it's a vehicle of the gods. Why don't you take it for a spin? To get in, walk up to it.
Oh yeah, the
and
game
press
has
the attack
vehicles too.
button. As you slide the circle pad, an arrow will appear by the exotank. That arrow shows you which way you're headed. Don't just take off. Use the touchscreen to face the direction you want to go. Then slide the circle pad forward. This should ensure a nice, stable ride for you.
Okay, thanks for the explanation.
This game's awesome.
Always be looking ahead and facing the direction you want to go. To get out, tap the arrow on the touchscreen.
What's an exotank doing here anyway?
I wanted to get my driver's license. So I looked up the parking lot to practice in. But then it hit me. How am I supposed to steer without hands?
Fuck.
How'd you build a parking lot without hands?
Hard work and determination.
Once you've practiced enough, go ahead and move on. Tap the arrow
No!
on the touchscreen to get out of the exotank.
There's stuff up there. I need to get that stuff.
Refresh my memory. What am I doing here again?
Pandora has the Mirror of Truth, making her Medusa's most valuable commander.
What's the Mirror of Truth?
I'll bet Smarty Pants knows the answer.
The Mirror of Truth makes a copy of whatever stands before it.
So, hypothetically speaking, it could turn one ice cream sundae into two?
And that's why you're one of the great minds of our time.
It copies within the heart and creates beings identical in nature. So what Pandora possesses is a way to create monsters on a catastrophic scale.
Yep.
That's one way of looking at me.
That's how they do.
And it has the potential to make entire armies for Medusa. We have to destroy it! Wait, does the mirror copy the reflection's soul too? Or just the body?
That's a good question. Maybe Pandora will tell us.
Do I look like a strategy guide? In case you haven't noticed. This isn't the Ask Auntie Pandora hour!
She makes a good point, especially when she yells.
Mega Man? Dr. Light, I hear him in everything. I see him in every dream. Every game, every movie.
Those orange platforms seem to spell something.
Ooh, like a secret message. Can you decode it?
It says P-A-N-D-O-R-A. It doesn't seem like there's much to decode here.
Well, that was a letdown.
You're just jealous of my knack for interior design and my flair for spelling.
Yes, I'll never have powers like yours.
Vinny, that's not Dr. Light, that's the tumor pressing against your brain. But I only had one neuron left.
What's this? The exit's moving away.
Maybe you should stop running in place then.
I guess it's bouncy time.
I mean, I only had one neuron left anyway, so no loss.
My humble abode.
But you can't even use them.
So what? I thought it would be fun to watch people bounce around on me. And I was right. Even though this is the first time someone's made this before.
Well, there's another achievement to throw up next to slaying Pandora.
Don't make me throw up.
Did Sakurai himself write the script as well? I know he did the voice acting. I know he did all of the character models, the art, the programming, all that stuff, the netcode, but I'm wondering if he also did the voices. No, wait, the writing. Nope. One enemy at a time. I'll get back down there. I got some work to do down here. And I also have somewhere to be at 7:30. It's gonna be lost on a lot of people. It's just a lyric. Don't worry about it. It was a lyric. Don't worry. It was dumb. Yes! Fuck, intensity 8. I knew there was something secret down there. I kind of vaguely remembered this level. But my difficulty level is not high enough to get in there. End of this adventure, at the end of the game, Palutena is gonna be like, Pit, what was your favorite part of the adventure? He's gonna be like, the bouncy room.
This must be some sort of exotank racetrack. You might as well try it out since you're here. Use the attack button to get in.
Yeah, this game added 90% new lore to Kid Icarus. So if you're wondering, like, what elements were taken from Kid Icarus on the NES, a couple things. Medusa, Pit, a couple enemies, these eyeballs.
Take it up to move forward.
You know I appreciate your help, Lady Palutena, but I'd be totally fine without all this hand-holding, too.
That's right. Hand-holding is strictly prohibited here. Not to be rude, but I have to project a certain aura of toughness.
We understand. Rules of being a boss.
What's over there? Did I miss something? Oh, fuck, no. Oh, no. Oops. Vinny, this is where you was where you started. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss any secrets. You need to kill a souffle on the track to get the chest to spawn. I did kill a souffle. Where'd the chest spawn? There's no chest. There's the chest. Nice!
Is this a dead end?
I guess you better turn back.
No, it's a trick. There's an invisible path you can walk on.
Do you have to ruin everything? Honestly.
Shoot downward in front of you to reveal the path.
Ah, so there is a path.
Motherfucker. Was that food? Sushi. Oh, that was sushi. Good sushi. Yes!
Careful there. Shoot areas you can't see and check your path as you make your way forward.
Did you know that there was, a proposed sequel to Punch-Out? Not made by Nintendo. But there was, some janky-ass developer that wanted to make Mike Tyson fighting aliens in space. And after some bullshit with Tyson, they removed him from the game and it came out. What was it called? What the hell was that? It was just some jank game. Power Punch 2? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I found this out recently. I probably would have purchased that game.
It's time for you to destroy the Mirror of Truth.
I still feel like Mike Tyson's the most underrated Nintendo character that has never had a sequel. By which you mean you watched Gaming Historian. Yep, it was a recommended video. It was a great video too, the history of the series.
It's time for you to atone for your crimes. I am Pit, servant of the goddess of
Oh my
light,
god,
and
Pit.
you are history!
What was that all about?
Okay, whatever. Do what you're gonna do.
What kind of attitude is that to have? I can
what you came for. Here it is, the mirror of truth.
That was quick.
Pit, you have to destroy that mirror!
Huh? What the? Hey.
Let's get right to introductions. This here is Dark Pit.
There he is.
He'll be your escort out of this life.
Hey.
Speak for yourself.
You fool! You were created to serve me! Your opponent's over there!
You're a boss, Pandora. You're not my boss. Wait, so was creating Dark Pit part of Pandora's plan all along?
Having an angel can come in handy, and he's quite the little scrapper, isn't he? Use his scrapitude to your advantage. And that's that!
Took you long enough.
It's Pit, but edgy. Also, these claws are amazing.
That's for ripping off my look. I'm the original here.
What are you doing?
Just making sure Pandora's powers don't go to waste. He can fly?
If he has Pandora's powers, he could be allied with Medusa. We need to follow him.
Could you imagine being Pit and the dark clone you create of yourself can fly, but you can't? How do you sleep? You think Dark Pit can also read? Man. I say we just get rid of Pit and just have, you know what? Get rid of Pit in Smash Brothers and just keep Dark Pit. Clearly superior character. So yeah, blades are kind of well-rounded. Decent melee, decent range. Kind of the best all-round weapon. Vinny, the next chapter is sour. Please play it. Yeah, alright. Considering Resident Evil's next and we haven't really seen anything, it's not going to be anything new. The Resident Evil stream is just going to be me dying over and over and over again, so sure, why not? We'll do one more chapter. I'm enjoying this. And we get more lore. Lore. These things are too goddamn expensive. Now that's interesting. Viper Blade plus Artillery Claws equals Huge Draw Club. With, shot defense and 4 speed. I just don't like the clubs at all. I'm pretty rubbish. Staffs are... I kinda like staffs. I'm not crazy about them. I kinda suck with them. Vinny, that's a good palm. This one? Sure. It's got a little upgrade to pretty much everything. Good melee, good attack. Alright, it's got this moon thing. The forward attack is ridiculous. Look at that. Burns, it does 100 damage, it charges quickly. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna use it. Okay, so what other things did I get here? I got landmine 3. Confuse attack. Attacks inflict a confused status on a foe, which makes it move and shoot unpredictably. Double item doubles the effects of items acquired. Of course we need health recovery. We can't go without health recovery. See, it fits. Fuck, doesn't fit. Celebrate Lady Palutena by launching a firework in the air. But for what reason? Because she's cute, make an offering. Landmine is only good in multiplayer? Okay. Sky jump, confuse attack, health recovery, crisis recovery, effect recovery. Okay. Yeah, there's online multiplayer in this game. Vinny, why do you need a reason to show a trusted friend some appreciation? Someone in chat just said, a trusted friend who clowns on Pit. Constantly. Makes fun of his shitty jokes, and then when she makes a shitty joke, she's like, oh no, that's a good joke. Wish to pay me tribute. Okay, we're going for the 8 difficulty.
I've located Dark Pit.
Where is he? Ow!
Oh yeah. Oh, here's the good stuff right here.
Look who finally caught up. What is your problem?
I think a lot more people are going to appreciate the Smash stuff now that I'm playing this.
Don't be ridiculous. I just don't like the idea of someone copying my app. What? But you're a copy of me! Come on now, think about it. If I was a copy, why would I kick my own butt?
And yeah, believe it or not, Dark Pit actually has his own character. Believe it or not. Kind of. Well, it develops further. You'll see.
Great. Now the Underworld Army's here, too.
You're a real go-getter, Dark Pit. I like that.
Is that so?
Yes, though I am curious how you plan to theft your doppelganger. Of course, destroying Pit would be a snap with a little help from me.
Don't make me laugh.
Did I say something funny?
You've got me confused with the other guy. This Pit is no pawn. I'll take care of it. But only after I finish you.
Now this is a little bizarre.
I know, right?
Why did
The
they have to make
mouth
Medusa sexy?
I'd never talk like that.
That's not what I meant.
Sorry.
I need pictures of Medusa from the NES game. Or like the art from the booklet. I need to show you.
I wonder if the mirror cracked before the copy was complete.
So that explains it.
So if Dark Pit isn't with the Underworld Army, does that mean I don't have to fight him?
The problem is the Dark Pit is fundamentally wicked and destructive.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He will attack anything.
Does seem pretty aggro.
He was created from you, Pit. He could very well be manifesting your dark side. His very existence is unnatural.
Shit,
He
missed the
must be
souffle.
eliminated.
Okay. I mean, it's still weird to me, but it makes sense to me.
The souffle, they're little cupcakes, and they give you a lot of
Let
hearts.
me get this straight. The Mirror of Truth was replicating monsters. So now that it's broken, the Underworld Army can't generate new troops, right?
If that were the case, their numbers would be shrinking, but that's not happening.
Where else can Medusa be getting her reinforcements?
I really don't know, but there's something very strange about them.
Like their faces?
I'm talking more about their interior, specifically their souls.
So how do we get to the bottom of this?
For one thing's for certain, Medusa's the source of all this trouble. The Dark Pit presents a more immediate threat. For now, just
Give me them hearts,
keep
Dark
an eye
Pit.
on him.
So you two defeated Pandora.
Whoa!
You don't seem too upset that we took out one of your top commanders, Medusa.
Oh my god. Well,
Live on in Dark Pit.
that was terrible.
Astute observations and supreme leader of the Underworld.
My, aren't you prickly? Even so, your power of flight seems to outlast Palatane's.
I can't say I'm not envious.
Don't let her get to you.
However, who's to say that his power won't eventually run out?
Yeah! After all, your flight power only lasts for 5 minutes.
Pretty horrendous fuel economy, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
I guess we're both bad at flying.
Do not want to die. Not now.
Look
No
over
way.
there.
No
What's
way.
the point with that?
Using me for target practice.
Not bad, not bad.
Ah! There we go.
What is that place?
They look like ruins of some sort.
I better land soon.
And I'd better get started on deploying my troops.
Need to land. By the way, these
really
palms have
necessary?
good homing capability. So thank God for the palms. They shoot little homing moons. Wow, my fingers are cramped. I'm becoming a crab. But I can't believe I made it.
Somewhere within these ruins is Patu.
Gesundheit?
No, Pit 2. As in Pit 2. As in Dark Pit. Pretty great nickname I came up with, huh?
But not as great as Patooey, right? Right? Anyway. So, the plan is
Awful.
to find
Just
Patu
awful.
and
Both
take
of
him
them.
out.
Awful.
Correct. He might try to escape, but we can't let him get away.
Understood.
We don't know where he came from. It's not even the time for that.
Patu could be anywhere, but following Underworld troops might lead you to him. They're none too pleased with Patu for absconding with Pandora's powers.
What's that hunk of metal?
It's a cherubim. Get up close and use the attack button to get in.
This game has mechs as well, yes.
Great!
The Terrabot is both armor and weapon. Even jumping in it packs a punch. Tap the icon on the touchscreen to do a jump and it makes a shockwave when you land.
Terrabot, you're my new best friend! Don't tell Lady Palutena.
Can I go back
I
up
can't
here?
get out of here! Now what?
I guess you'll just have to abandon the Terrabot.
Oh man, but I love Terrabots!
Unfortunately, it won't fit through tight spaces. Tap the arrow on the touchscreen to get down.
That was a tease. It's a worse tease than fucking Medusa. Not fucking Medusa, like, just in general. Like I said, I'm gonna need some of that album art. Not album art, you know what I mean, instruction manual art. No. Here it is, we have it. We have, Medusa. Here, you ready? This is instruction manual Medusa. Okay. Now, you think that's bad. Check out this beautiful woman from Captain N television show, Face to Face with Simon Belmont. So you go from a gushing granny to, all right. That is the evolution of Medusa. So now you have your history. For anyone who needed their history before they played Kid Icarus or before they watched the stream, you now know. What happened was Medusa sucked all the power out of the land to become beautiful. That's it. That's all the lore you need.
The 2 is at the altar on the hill. You can see it from the fountain.
There's like a really obvious turning to stone joke in regards to Medusa somewhere in there, but I was hoping to be a more mature streamer tonight. I've already failed on multiple occasions. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Do a lot of damage. See what happens when you increase the difficulty? One hit does like 25% damage. It sucks. I was just looking for secrets. Maybe I shouldn't go back this way then. Vinny, it's okay, you might have failed, but Pitt and Palutena are on the same level as you. The worst part is I knew what the person was talking about, but I almost read it as Petunia.
That seems to be an altar up ahead. Go there.
You got it.
Doesn't quite have the same impact if you name the goddess of a video game Petunia.
The easy part.
Oof. Oh, stop throwing that shit at me, dude. .0 difficulty.
Ha! Found you! Finding me's the easy part.
Why do you have that? Fucking rocket launcher, please. It's not period appropriate.
He got away!
It's okay, he couldn't have gone far. We need to stay after him. I'm sensing that he's in an open area.
I'm taking way too much damage, and I'm using way too many napkins. Which I think I know finally what those lyrics mean. I know Eminem's like a rap genius, but there's a lot of subtext in there. If you're using way too many napkins, you're probably at a pizza place. Because one of the things that happens at a pizza place is when you have access to...
Where's all this food always coming from?
I thought you might want a little snack. Plus, it's fun leaving surprises for you.
Oh, thanks. You're always looking out for me. Nothing works up an appetite like dodging enemy fire.
You know, you just grab like a giant stack of napkins when you're trying to eat pizza because it gets greasy and everything. So, I'm thinking that you're using way too many napkins. It's a direct implication of the narrator of the song.
Done with more than one of yourself.
That's a good idea. Having
Is it a pizza
bunch
place?
of kids could come in handy.
But you would never abuse your power, right?
Of course I would. That's part of the goddess job description.
I should have gone to school for goddessry.
That plus you use about like 7 plates. Paper plates at a pizza place, at least 7 stacked.
Patooey spotted.
Patooey. Over here, son. How much fucking health do you have? That looked like it hurt.
Little pest. Trying to escape again?
You only need to defeat him one more time.
Silver bow.
The area by the fountain. Stay on him.
See, that's a bit of a negative with the mech. Or not the mech, the moons. They're wildly inaccurate. Heavenly Light. I don't remember if that was any good. I do remember using it quite a bit. damn it, Pit. Why do you make... Why? Why woohoo? Super inaccurate. But they home in on the target, so it doesn't really matter too much, I guess. Yahoo!
Anakin, hey, Annie, hey, do you want to fight in the Hey, Watto, give the kid a break. All right, Krusty, you know, shut your mouth. If he want to race, he race.
Let's do this!
I don't know, you guys need to get along better. You're like the same person.
Palutena says jump, you jump. She says fight, you fight. Sounds like a very satisfying existence. For her, that is. I have absolute faith in Lady Palutena. The mirror of truth doesn't lie. I'm a reflection of your true self. So maybe your faith in her isn't quite so absolute. What would you know about faith anyway, you treacherous blackheart? Lady Palutena always guides me the right way. That's why I follow her. In the mirror of truth you mentioned, it's nothing more than a pane of lies. Pandora was just using it as bait. Looks like I touched a nerve. He thinks the puppet dog makes us too much. Give it a rest already? Okay, fine. Do what you want. Or rather, just do what you want. But I, for one, refuse to be a puppet. These wings take me wherever I want to go. Not if I take you down first. I did it! This isn't over yet.
Snake.
I went easy on you this time.
As classic a rivalry.
Wait!
As liquid
No,
versus
let him
solid.
go. He's in for a big fall, and we need to get back to stopping Medusa.
Dark Pit just quoted Hamlet, confirming that unlike Pit, he in fact can read. That's some good lore. And that was a really good bow. Unleash a light that hurts approaching enemies. Oh yeah, that is pretty decent. Got a new weapon for that. Anyway, we'll stop here. But I want to check out the new weapon. I mean, so these are just, I have 4 bows. And each bow is different. So within the bow subcategory are different types of, oh shit. You see that? This bow freezes opponents. Not always, but when it does, pretty damn good. Also, this is the bow that Pit uses in Smash Brothers, more or less. But yeah, it has a mod on it. It's got walking speed, full health, Hell's Bell! It's got full health boost. So, Angel. Vinny, it's not. Dark Pit uses it. That's Dark Silver is DP's bow. So what the fuck is Pit using then? Oh yeah, this one shoots hearts. The Palutena bow? Oh, okay. And then the Darkness bow. So each one kind of has its own unique properties. I remember using the Darkness bow a lot in my other save file when I first played the game. I had a good one. But look how slow it is. It's got a little bit of homing. It's dark. So it's cool. Vinny, is this the controller mod? No, I'm just streaming this from my 3DS. Which, again, you see this word right here, claw? That's my hand right now. In order to play this game. But I make the sacrifice for you because I like the game. These are pretty cool, too. Standing charge shot. They charge immediately. Cool. Vinny, do you have a regular 3DS or an XL? I have both, but I can only stream from my regular 3DS, which the mod that I got for it years ago was only at the time designed for the original 3DS, like day one crust 3DS. So when I was talking the other day how I didn't want to stream from the 3DS ever again, it was because I really didn't. But I can't play this anywhere else. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I think this is a pretty cool game. I felt like this was the right time for it. And, we'll do more of this in a couple days. I'm on, what, chapter 6? It's like a 10, 15 hour long game at most. And, I could probably finish it like 12, 13 hours. I mean, this here is a little different. 20 hours is a little different. I just want to see what gear I have. Wow. So yeah, 6 stars on ranged. Pretty fucking ridiculous. But probably, I don't even know if that's my best. Yeah, maybe my best. A couple other ones I had here that were pretty ridiculous as well. Alright. Quick break. And Resident Evil DLC up next. Prepare to get salted, I guess. Vinny, look at your me on the first file. Oh, wow. Who is this imposter? That's young Vinny. That's dark Vinny. That's Vin 2. What the fuck? The change was that drastic from here to here, yet from here to here, not so much. Alright, well, hey, thanks for watching Kid Icarus. We're definitely going to stream more of this. I say we, but I mean, you know, all of me. And hopefully we'll have some overlays for it in the future. Again, quick break, Resident Evil 2, maybe the final stream until the next DLC up next. Stick around. Oh yeah, by the way, if you sign up for Dollar Bean Club, you'll get this in the mail. So you get a free bean lamp, but if you go to dollarbeanclub.cock and you sign up, they will also email you some beans and snail mail you some beans. There you go. Just enter code word VinBean. Cooked, by the way. Pre-cooked beans that are hot by the time they arrive, because our drivers at Dollar Beancock will drive with hot plates on their dashboards, and they'll keep those beans. They'll make sure to like scoop them in there so they don't fall off. Code word bean yacht. And while they're cooking the beans on the... Never mind.